All right, ain't nothing to it but to do it, so here we are. Real quick commentary about where I am. Comment below, let me know how you feel about me in my bedroom versus my sound closet or somewhere else. I don't know how distracting a background is. I see people on YouTube sometimes are always in the same place and there's always symmetry and neutral colors or whatever. I don't know. This is my bedroom. It's a hot mess, but it makes me happy. So here I am. Try to focus on me and not the posters on the walls. Or if you do focus on the posters on the walls, I don't know. Let me know if you like them, especially the puppy. I like the puppy that says Lazy Days on it. Anyway, hi. My name is Samantha Joy. Thank you for joining me for my weekly check-in for Chapter 6 with The Artist Sweat. So, this past week was about recovering a sense of abundance. This week you tackle a major creative block, money. You are asked to really look at your own ideas around God, money, and creative abundance. This week may feel volatile. So, I personally have read a bunch of books about personal finance when I was in school, trying to teach myself how to do things and how credit cards work and how to track your expenses and stuff like that. I know my mama raised me to save receipts for everything, and she taught me how to keep track of every single penny I always spend. I understand that's not something everybody is used to. Everyone has different experiences growing up with money and how they're taught to handle it and what they do and don't know. I know there's a lot that I still don't know about money, but for the most part I feel pretty confident with like budgets and I know where my money is going and where I want it to go and stuff like that. I have a savings account. I feel like an adult just because of that, whatever. But what Cameron here is wanting us to do is to start believing that we can switch our mindset and our attitudes about money to be more positive, because believing that money is something that we can access rather than feel negative about money. Because when we feel positive about anything in general, the universe magically gives us things that we ask for, because when we're positive and happy and open-minded, we may see things that we otherwise may have been blinded to because we're too busy pouting about it. That's what I got from this, generally speaking. So when you're open-minded enough to embrace everything and anything that comes at you from whatever direction, from whatever place, it's different than having the attitude of tunnel vision, being all, okay, this is what I need, this is where it's going to come from, and working so hard at that one thing that you miss gifts the universe is trying to provide you with from other directions or places that you may not have been expecting, right? So some things that Cameron here says about money. For many of us, raised to believe that money is the real source of security, a dependence on God feels foolhardy. She's not wrong there. We will pursue our art, we tell ourselves, when we have enough money to do it easily. And when will that be? Listening to the siren song of more, we are deaf to the still small voice waiting in our soul to whisper, "You're enough." That made me think about how a lot of times we tend to think we're not ready for something or we can't do something yet because certain things need to happen first, and there's a sequence of events, right? I will move to a big city when I have enough money, but you don't tell yourself, well, this is my time span. By this date, I'm going to have X amount of money, and X amount of money is what I need for X number of things, and then I go. You just tell yourself, I'm not ready yet, and you're constantly feeling like whatever you have, financially or otherwise, isn't enough. And then it gets to the point where you keep telling yourself you're not ready and you don't have enough and you're not good enough. It never happens. So that's what Cameron is warning us against here. Rather than waiting for you to be ready and have enough and be financially stable enough before you can even start creating, just start creating. Whatever you earn along the way, will happen as it happens, and you just have to trust and have faith, pretty much, and just do what you've been put on this earth to do. And everything else eventually will fall in place. Just work hard, keep working hard, don't give up, stay positive. That's the key here. As you're doing whatever it is you do in life, have a positive outlook on it. And that's how things will magically start to happen. Or it feels like it's magic because you're making stuff happen versus wishing things are going to happen to you. That's how I interpret it anyway. We cling to our financial concerns as a way to avoid not only our art, but also our spiritual growth. Yep, our faith is in the dollar, when it should be in ourselves, right? Many of us equate difficulty with virtue and art with fooling around. Hard work is good. That kind of upsets me because a lot of people tend to believe that the arts is not a real job. Oh, Samantha, what do you do? I'm an actress. Oh, cool. That sounds like fun. I was in a play in high school once. Uh-huh. Cool. Yeah. We have nothing to talk about. You don't know my life. That's not the same thing at all. Being your own business and trying to market yourself. You know, what I should tell people instead of, hi, I'm an actress, be, hi, I'm Samantha. I'm a professional job searcher. Nice to meet you. Do you have a job for me? Right? Like, I can sing, I can dance, I can act, I can stage manage, I can hang lights, I can do everything and anything you want to pay me to do. I'm an artist. It's funny, some of my friends and I, when we were in school, we joke about like lawyers and doctors and accountants and all the things we're told are real jobs, right? Sorry if that's offensive. Real jobs. Anything other than the arts being a real job. Because I was told all my life that the arts is not a real job, right? But if you imagine a lawyer, for example, being all, oh, hey, you don't have to pay me for all of that hard work I did to help win your case and all this money. You're welcome. I just did it because it's something that I enjoy. No lawyer says that. Lawyers expect to get paid for their hard work. So it's never made sense to me, ever, at all, in my entire life so far, and I don't think it ever will make sense to me, that actors work their butts off to provide performances for people, and they don't always get paid for it. For some reason, people think it's okay to not pay artists for working at making art. Whatever. I don't know how we got here. What were we talking about? I don't know. Side rant, tangent. Hard work is good. Yeah, we're taught to believe that we have to work hard, and the more we work, the more valuable we are. And apparently acting is not hard work. That's why that quote made me upset. But anyway, she's right. Obviously, it got a reaction at me. She's like, yeah, we're taught to believe this. It's like, yes, we are, and I hate that. Creativity is not and never has been sensible. Why should it be? Why should you be? Someone named Paul Hawken here has a quote in the sidebar. Always leave enough time in your life to do something that makes you happy, satisfied, even joyous. That has more of an effect on economic well-being than any other single factor. I thought that was nice. This is extravagant, but so is God, is a good attitude to take when treating your artist to small bribes and beauties. What we really want to do is what we really were meant to do. And you need to worry about money first and creativity second is something we're taught and something we should try to unteach ourselves, pretty much. Art is born in expansion. It's authentic. And then she has a bit where she's talking about luxury, which I thought was fascinating. Again, just shifting your mindset into believing that you are worthy of treating yourself well. And you don't have to be rich, believe it or not. You don't have to have a certain amount of money in order to treat yourself with love and respect. Luxury is a learned practice for most of us. The term luxury by itself may have images pop into our minds of like hence suite hotels and, mansions, butlers, maids, limos, right? Things involving money, lots of materialistic things. Luxury is something that you don't need, but you have. But Cameron is saying luxury is necessary, and it doesn't always need to be expensive. It can be something as simple as not taking time. Like, a lot of people say that they don't have time for things. It's not that they don't have time, they're not making time. You have to convince yourself you are important enough and you are worthy of a certain amount of time to do things that bring you joy. Like, not just going to work and coming home and going to sleep and waking up and eating and going to work and doing it all again, but you deserve to treat yourself to things you enjoy, like spending time with people in your life that you enjoy spending time with, going out dancing if you like dancing, going to see a play, going to get ice cream. Something luxurious is as simple as maybe taking yourself to get a pedicure, or taking yourself out to the movies, or just relaxing in a bubble bath with a book by your favorite author, lighting a candle that's your favorite scent just before you go to sleep. Be luxurious with yourself. Creative living requires the luxury of time. Creative living requires the luxury of space for ourselves. Creativity lives in paradox. Serious art is born from serious play. And then she goes on to this money exercise and asks you to think about your attitudes towards money so far and how you want to feel about it versus how you do feel about it. And just thinking about wealth and happiness in terms of things other than monetary. Luxury in terms other than monetary. So that is chapter 6. That's how my week has been, thinking about money, especially since I'm looking to move into a new apartment this summer. I've been thinking a lot about money and whether or not I can realistically, financially afford my own place. But after reading some of this, I'm like, you know what? I'll figure it out. I'm going to find a place. I'm going to make it work because I want it to work. And I deserve to have it work, is what I'm trying to tell myself. So I think this is very timely, this chapter popping up, talking to me about money and my attitude towards it when I've been salty about money until this past week. So that has been a nice little pleasant surprise. I did actually get to go on an artist date. I just went today. I went shopping, kind of. So after a dentist appointment, I decided I was walking by this store that I like that just so happens to have a sign in the window that said 90% off sale. So I got myself a new skirt and a new dress for $10 each today. So I treated myself. I took myself out shopping. That was my artist date today. And I got cute little gems to put in my hair, which makes me feel like I'm 13. But whatever. It'll be cute. I'm going to wear them tomorrow. It'll be great. So that's how week 6 went for me. Let me know in the comments below how week 6 went for you, or how you feel about my attitudes towards the chapter that I read. Next week will be chapter 7, Recovering a Sense of Connection. So join me for that. Thanks.